Alright guys, No Guru here. I'm going to show you what I do to prep for dragon skin. First thing I do is take I use a water block on my bench rig most of the time. But I take the brackets, wrap a little eraser around it, and then just kind of push them up so that eraser plugs the hole. And then what you're gonna see is these standoffs basically sticking through. But I'm gonna work that so it sticks a little bit better, and then get some more ready. Alright, what I did here was just covered any holes that were in the motherboard, like from the RAM slots, from the PCI slots, you know, just a couple miscellaneous holes with some eraser, because it's self-leveling and it will run through. Also, I took a chunk of eraser and threw a level on it both ways and tried to make it as flat as possible because, like I said, it's self-leveling. From here we are going to mix up 2 parts. So you gotta have some beer. 2 parts of the dragon skin, because it's a 2-part mixture. So we'll mix that. Alright, I mixed 2 parts, 50-50, and this is the stirring process. I'm using a toothbrush, but you can use whatever, you know. Just stir it for about 3 to 5 minutes. Then you should be good. Alright, as you can see, I let it sit overnight. It's dry. It's actually not hard. I did get some wrinkles. This is from I was using a heat gun just to kind of see what the outcome would be. Never tried that before, but it's not really a good idea. It dries pretty quick anyways, so you're better off just letting it sit. Now I'm going to prep this for the top half. Alright, so did a little bit of prep on the top. Created a little barricade right there so it doesn't run off. Covered the RAM slots. A PCI slot over here, the 8-pin CPU power, of course the CPU, just places I don't want it to drip. Normally I would do along the edge of this RAM slots, but it's sealed pretty tight, so I'm not worried about too much getting underneath them. So that's it. I just stirred up the skin and I'm about to pour it. Let me see if I can get a little bit of an angle here on it. Okay. Kind of want to start high to get some of the air bubbles out. And there it goes. Now, this is going to, it should technically save me from having to put a eraser down, but I probably will anyways, just to build it up to make it kind of level. That's just me. That's just how I like to insulate. But yeah, so I'm just going to be pouring this around for a minute or two. I'll give you a little shot when I'm done pouring here, and then we'll wait for it to dry. Alright, so just finished pouring. Got a little back here. Sorry about the autofocus. As you can see, it's self-leveling, so it kind of just spreads itself out. Got right up to back here. I put a little over here because I had this cap. I wanted to kind of make sure it stayed because it's popped off a few times. But yeah, there you have it. It's covering everything really good. I put it on a little bit thick, but I don't know. I think it's good that way. Anyways, we'll let it dry and I'll show you the results. Alright, quick overview. We did the UP5, this is the UP7. A little bit different. I'm going to be covering a little bit more of this board. And be a little more careful because I like this board a lot. So, as you can see, I took some painter's tape and made it just like a little border around the edges, just in case, because it is self-leveling and it runs pretty quick. Over here, had to put some eraser on the outside as a barrier because these ports stick out. So lots of little holes, lots of little pieces of eraser all over. Notice the ram slots, that's really important to cover those. And alright, I'm going to mix them up and pour it on. Alright, cover the board real quick. So you can see I covered the entire board, just kind of used up everything I mixed up, but I wanted to get a large section. Let it focus. It's probably hard to focus right now. Yeah, so just wait for it to dry. Alright, time to finish up the UP7. I'm just going to do a small area for now. If I want to do free some graphics cards, I might add to the board. So I've mixed up my dragon skin, just stirred it for about 3 minutes, and then start pouring. Bottom of this board is completely covered, which is nice. It just protects the board. So done all the usual prep on it. This board's a little bit harder to get because there's these caps right here. A little hard to get around everything. So I did put a bead of eraser around the PCI slot here because you don't want to get it in there. Do just a little bit back here. Covered the two 8-pin CPU power. Man, that was a quick cover. That's pretty much all I want to get. A little bit in here. Alright, I'll come back when she's drying. Just a quick shot of the dragon skin. Pour it all over. Alright, well that about sums it up. Give me a little break here. It's my first video tutorial. I'm sure the editing is going to go terrible, but if you have any questions, let me know.